guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gaynor.
What's up, Aidan?
I'm Sophie.
And today we're doing a bit of Bill Burr thinks women are overrated on the CONAN show.
I'm not too surprised about the title.
No?
I'm not too surprised either, no. From the theme of the videos that we've watched previously with him.
What Bill Burr normally talks about.
Yeah, no,
we take it on the chin, you know, it's just a bit of fun.
Yeah, no, he's a good comedian. He's just, you know, a woman hater.
This is on the CONAN show as well.
Yeah.
Something we've not really seen, but I've not really seen before.
The CONAN show.
Yeah.
I used to watch the CONAN show all the time.
I've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, I used to watch it all the time.
I've seen little bits, but never like.
Yeah, there was CONAN, there was Letterman. Yeah, all late night TV shows.
Talk shows and stuff. Yeah.
So let's have a look and see how we go.
Bill Burr thinks women are overrated.
Your show, F is for Family, I relate to it because it's about parenting in the 70s, and that's, you know, that was when I was parented like you. What do you think of parents now? How do you compare them to parents in the 70s?
Oh, it's just completely, the kids have so much power. It's like ridiculous. Like half of these kids, I'm like, I look and I just have what happened to me. And I'm like looking at a kid and be like, this kid's about ready to get punted across the grocery store. And it just never happens.
Right.
They just don't get hit. And I think it's hurting this country.
You're mad. Wait a minute.
No, like,
Let's get this lit.
I was watching a show the other day, and it was one like kids say the darndest things. You know, this little girl up there,
Yeah.
this little black girl, and they said to her, "So, do you have any siblings, brothers and sisters?" And she said, "Yeah, I've got a brother." And she said, "And is he kind to you?" And she says, "Yeah, he's kind to me. He gives me a hug when I cry." And the guy was like, "Oh, well, why would you cry?" And she went, "When my mummy and daddy whooped me." It pans to the audience and the mum's going, "Oh, don't."
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That, but when he's talking about stuff like that in the grocery store, right? What if you like seen a kid like screaming or something like that because he can't get what he wants?
Yeah.
I feel like booting their kid across the grocery store. I'll do it for you if you want. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is now, it's illegal to spank your child.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
that
I mean, you can't even give them like a tap on the bum and say, right, you know, stop. It's like, oh no, it's
That's the
child abuse.
easiest way for them to learn, I think, and all.
Yeah, like, you know, if you're scared, like, my mum would say, like, it never happened, but she'd be like, wait till your dad gets home, and he'd be there, like, with his belt, but he would never do it, he would never, like, do
Yeah,
it.
that
But
happened with me.
I think they just started, like...
I never hear you.
No, I'm joking.
But you've got off that fear.
Yeah, I used to get threatened with the belt. It was in the cupboard on the top
I
of the
remember
stairs.
Dad used to like snap
Zip
it together
stuff,
to scare me.
Yeah. But they never actually do anything.
No,
I think they just, like, I think for them they found it quite funny as well, just to be like, oh,
Yeah.
he's scared.
Wait a minute.
No, like,
Let's get this lit. You're mad that children are not being hit.
There should be the threat of it. Half of it was just it was just your dad was acting like he was going to do it. He never did it, but your mother did. And because she was a woman, it was like, okay, because it was like, hey, you know, you let a girl beat you up, you know, you kind of felt emasculated.
Yeah.
It's your mum.
We had a rule, like, a lot of the stuff that I look at from when I was a kid that actually kind of made sense in a way would now be considered like abuse, I guess. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't finish your supper, as we called it.
Supper, yeah.
Yeah, my mother was just like, well, you're gonna finish, she would just wrap it in cellophane and you just picked up where you left off for breakfast. Like a blue collar job. Like you take the shovel out of the hole and just start digging it again. So, yeah, I remember one night we had cube steaks, which is like one of the toughest pieces of meat. I don't know if you guys, everything's so like Asian infused Wagyu beef, everybody's eating that crap now, but cube steak was like, they literally had to hit it with a hammer to make it like edible. And so we were having cube steaks, and I forget, my little brother was still in a high chair, and he couldn't finish his. So my mother goes, all right, we're just gonna have to eat it for breakfast. And that was like 8 hours away, which was like half his life. So we were like, all right, I'll take that deal. So the next morning, I remember we were having waffles. My mother always made Sunday breakfast, so we had all these waffles, eggs, bacon, this whole layout. My brother was looking at half-eaten cube steaks and a little mound of green bean casserole. And he goes, So he looked at my mom. He goes, Mom, can I have a waffle? And she goes, no, you got to finish your supper. He's like, well, after I finish my supper, then can I have a waffle? She goes, no, that is your breakfast. And he goes, oh, Mom, I hate you. And my dad, without looking up, took a full glass of milk and threw it in his face. Swear to God. This is what kills me. What kills me.
You want everyone today to have as miserable a childhood as you had.
No, but it was kind of funny. We know what's hilarious was my mother just popped up and just immediately started cleaning up. And my dad just kept eating. Like he didn't like the roles were defined back then. Now the guy has to throw the milk, he has to clean it up while telling his wife she's brave. Like whatever that is. Can you hear it? Oh, I know. Women are so overrated, right? We went from We went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that believe women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew.
Who put a pet in a pot of stew?
Glenn Close.
Oh, okay, all right. I think it was a separately boiled.
You know what I miss? I miss tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
due process?
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old gumshoe shows. And they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just
right.
it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS? This is what it is.
What I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.
We'll digitally add woos, don't worry. We have the woo machine. You are way too angry. 50 is still relatively young. You have the anger of a 110-year-old man. All these telephones.
I can't argue.
I remember when I was a kid, and I went with a friend to stay at somebody else's caravan, and I don't like milk, so we got up in the morning for breakfast, and they had a bowl of Weetabix with sterilised milk on it. Have you ever had sterilised milk?
Sterilised?
Yeah. So you had pasteurised milk, which is the normal milk that we have, and then you have sterilised milk, which is a bit like long life milk. It tastes absolutely disgusting. And she poured this, and it was warm. It wasn't even in the fridge. She poured it on these Weetabix, and I said, "Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I don't like cereal." And she went, "We all have breakfast before we leave the caravan." So I'm sat there with this Weetabix, and literally it was in, and I was going proper gagging, and she made me sit there and eat it.
Really?
Yeah, it was the cruelest thing. I would never ever force somebody to eat something. It was like doing like a bush tucker trial.
Yeah.
I was like, and instead of saying, okay, fine, like
you tried it,
have a piece of toast, she made me sit there and eat it. And I remember going home and I was crying to my mum. I was like, they made me eat Weetabix with milk on. I was so ill. Every time.
What, were you actually ill after it?
I was vomiting because I was like, it'd be like me making you sit there and eat a, bowl of something you didn't like.
You were really trying to think of something there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Like a bowl of liver.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a bit of a difference.
Onions
Liver and Weetabix.
All right, then a yoghurt with bits in it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll probably be gagging then, wouldn't I?
Yeah. For me, orange juice for bits. That makes me literally want to vomit.
It's one of them. Like I wouldn't ever drink it or buy it, but I'm not gonna sit there and start gagging over it.
No, I think I can't. It tastes like there's like little insects in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like to me. It shouldn't be there.
No, I love orange juice with bits in. And when you get to the end and it's dead thick and you have to chew them.
What?
just like an orange.
For me, that's like a bush tucker trial. I couldn't.
If you don't know what a bush tucker trial is, we've got a show over here. I'm not sure if you have it. It's called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and it's all celebrities that are put into the jungle, and they have to do these different activities. And one of them is eat, which is normally like eyeballs and
like
penis
testicles
and cow's vagina and stuff like that. It's just disgusting.
Have you seen that one?
Have you not seen that? That's the stuff they have to eat, or they have to
A cow's vagina.
Yeah. They show it in like the hole, and then they cut like a little piece of it out, and you have to eat that bit. And it was on last night. It was the last one last night.
Was
that I was watching. Yeah. And
I feel a bit like you just think.
And it was they were against each other, and they had a chalkboard, and they were showing something. So it could be like, say, a donkey's penis, and it was chopped up into tiny pieces, and they had to write on the board how many pieces they could eat. And whoever had the most got to do it, and they got a point. If they did it. If they didn't do it, the other person got the point. So
and obviously, whoever team wins gets like food, or they get fed that evening.
It was the final one last night, so it was the final two people, so they were on head to head against each other.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
in class, and there was 40 spoons of fermented tofu or something that apparently tasted disgusting, and because she was 1 point ahead, she knew that if she ate that, she would win, and she would be crowned queen of the jungle. So she put down 40, and she sat there and ate 40 spoonfuls of this stuff.
Why would you put 40 down there?
So she'd definitely win.
Because she knew if you couldn't go any higher than that. If she'd have put like 35, he put 40, he'd have won.
Yeah.
But if he ate 40.
Exactly. But so she was eating this stuff, and you could see that it was like coming back up, and then she was having to swallow it back down. And I'm sat there with my glass of Prosecco going, Darren's got his headphones on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not surprised every time I come and he's watching something on his iPad
Darren's
with
got
his
headphones on watching the football, and he sees me like, and he's going, why you watch this shit?
It is shit.
I love it.
No.
I couldn't. Honestly, I'd rather starve, and I'm not even joking, I'd rather starve and let everyone else starve than eat something like that and then everyone eat.
Yeah.
I'd be like, sorry guys. Just don't.
You'd be voted out first.
Yeah, I would.
Definitely.
I wonder if they have the jungle in the US or anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, anyway, went a bit off track there.
We did, as we always do.
Apologies.
Yeah, but that was a good one from Bill Burr. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button for us. And Gayn's going to tell you a little bit about the Patreon.
The Patreon channel, $3 a month. It's one flat fee, just the price of a cup of coffee. Blocked content, competitions, Sophie's movies of the week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
head on
Appreciate
down,
it if
have a
you
look.
check it out for us.
Yeah.
It's in the link in the description down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.